Ladies and gentlemen, the Atlantic hurricane season is here again, and with the increased potential for storms and hurricanes from June 1st to November 30th. Hurricanes, defined as intense cyclonic events with winds of at least 74 miles an hour or more, heavy rains and rough seas, are a risk in many parts of the world. We have all seen, and some of us might have experienced, instances in which storms, depressions, and trough systems have developed at various times of the year. The hurricane season is a time of greater risk to vulnerable communities and individuals from all walks of life. It is therefore important that we make sure we are ready for this hurricane season and beyond. Early predictions were for a relatively quiet hurricane season this year. However, I would strongly caution against using the hurricane season predictions to inform your decisions on how seriously to prepare. Remember, forecasting is not an exact science. These are simply predictions to guide us. They cannot foretell where hurricane landfall is likely to occur, so I urge each and every one of us to be ready. It took only one major hurricane last year, Hurricane Matthew, to cause devastation in Haiti and severely impact other Caribbean islands. We must therefore ensure we are prepared for the unexpected, which means developing evacuation or emergency plans, checking our households to ensure that loose items which can become projectiles are securely fastened, clearing guts, drains, and roof gutters to reduce the risk of flooding, storing emergency supply kits, and staying aware and informed of what's happening. The Territory is fortunate to have a committed team at the Department of Disaster Management who work diligently to raise awareness about hurricanes and other hazards. I know they will keep us all informed and aware during this current season. This awareness is a critical aspect of preparedness, as we must have reliable and timely information being communicated through our media partners for members of the public to take informed decisions. This is why the media's continued support of our disaster preparedness efforts is so important. I therefore echo the message from the Department of Disaster Management, encouraging all Virgin Islanders, residents and visitors, not to be caught off guard. Be ready and don't let your guard down. Thank you.
My fellow Virgin Islanders, residents and visitors, the 2017 Atlantic hurricane season is here, so I implore you to remain ready for any eventuality. Be ready. Don't let your guard down. My government remains committed to doing all we can to protect lives, reduce loss, and maintain a disaster-resilient territory. But you must also play your part in ensuring your own safety and that of your family and community. We know from past experiences that storms and hurricanes can have devastating and long-lasting effects on our economy, our families, and the territory. However, the losses we suffer as a result of these cyclonic events can be minimized if we plan, prepare, and heed the warnings and messages from disaster management officials. We are often reminded of how destructive these events can be, but the lessons learned allow us to plan better, build better, and develop better. Tropical storms and hurricanes are accompanied by associated hazards such as flooding, landslides, storm surge, and strong winds, which destroy property, livelihoods, and unfortunately lives. Flooding from these weather-related events has been a major issue for the territory over the years due to our topography and low-lying coastlines. But we remain dedicated to finding ways to reduce our vulnerability to these hazards. As it stands, the government of the Virgin Islands has commissioned the hydrology study and flood risk reduction initiative for our town to increase our understanding of flood risks and identify actions to lessen the impact of flooding. We want to be in a position to implement proactive measures which will make the Virgin Islands and its people more resilient to these types of weather-related hazards and ultimately all hazards. But there's also a shared responsibility for each and every one of us to take the necessary steps to prepare for this and future hurricane seasons. I urge you not to use the predictions as a measure or an indication of your level of preparedness. The numbers do not really matter. Preparedness does. I therefore encourage individuals, families, public and private sector organizations to be ready. Have a plan. Have a first aid kit. Know the shelters in your community and assist others in the community who need your help. We also need to avoid actions which exacerbate the hazard impacts. This includes disposing of waste in drains and guts and keeping loose materials around our homes. I take this opportunity to join with the Disaster Management Department in encouraging you to be ready. Don't let your guard down. May we have a safe and uneventful 2017 hurricane season.